Hi, I'm Matt Kilmer with Icon Real Estate, and welcome to On the Move with Matt. In this show, I'm going to take you around Winchester and the surrounding areas, introduce you to local businesses, and show you what they're all about. Stay tuned, and let's check it out. Hey, is this Lux Foundation Solutions?
Yeah, what's going on, Matt?
Hey, we're doing episodes of On the Move with Matt. You want to be in one?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Welcome to another episode of On the Move with Matt. Today I'm here with Tony and Keegan from Lux Foundation Solutions. So can you tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
Yeah, so we're Lux Foundation Solutions. We're a construction company. We focus on structural repair, foundation repair, basement waterproofing, and crawl space improvement.
Awesome. Well, let's go check it out and see what you guys do.
Yeah, let's actually go to the shop. I'll show you some of the products we use.
All right, let's do it.
Awesome.
All right, so this is your shop?
Yeah, this is our shop. We get to take a look inside. I can show you some of the materials and some of the products that we use to fix some houses.
Sounds good. Let's go check it out.
All right.
All right, so can you take us around and kind of show us some of the different products you guys use?
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of set up some stuff over here because these are some of the products that we use that I would say most contractors have no clue even exist. Kind of what we do is a little bit specialized because we're fixing foundations, we're fixing walls that have bowed in. So it's a little different from just the regular guy that's remodeling bathrooms or updating kitchens.
Right. So these steel beams over here, what do those do?
If you have a situation in your house where I'm sure you've seen it where you have a horizontal crack running along a basement wall.
Right.
Typically that indicates that you have some sort of water pressure or soil pressure on the outside, and that's pushing in the wall and it's bowing. So we use something like steel beams where we could brace that up against the wall and prevent it from bowing in any further. So we're basically just stabilizing that foundation.
So what does this do right here?
So this is one of those push piers that we were talking about, where if you have that differential settlement in your house, then we're gonna put this under the footer and we're gonna add some solid support to the home.
How do you get that into the ground?
So we have a pump over here. Yeah, I can bring this over. You work out, right?
Not with steel plates like that.
Basically, this is gonna sit in a hole that we've dug out by the house.
Okay.
And we're gonna take this hydraulic ram. This kind of slips onto it, and the ram inside of it fits over here, and we start pushing the pipe down into the earth. So it's kind of like oil riggers where they keep adding pipe to get deeper in the earth. That's why we have all that pipe over there.
So do you just hook this piece of machinery here to a backhoe or something, or how does that work?
No, so we have this hydraulic ram, and that's the pump for it. So it's all just through hydraulic pressure, and you just need power to it.
Cool.
And that hydraulic pressure pushes it in.
So is this product gonna fix any type of cracks? Because sometimes I see at houses like cracks will do a step down. Sometimes they're horizontal, sometimes vertical. Is it gonna fix all the problems?
Yeah, different cracks indicate different things, but we actually have a job site where we have like a stair-stepping crack or a diagonal crack.
Okay.
You wanna go check that out?
Yeah, let's go check it out. All right, so here we are at a job site. Can you kind of walk us around and show us what you look for?
Yeah, so we just got to this customer's house. Some of the first things I look at when I show up to a house is just watershed. Where's the water gonna go when we have a big rain?
Right.
I said before, water is the enemy. So the biggest things I'm looking for are clean gutters, extending the downspouts, grade the soil away. If those have been solved and we're still having some structural issues, then there's a little bit more involved. But we gotta start with that to get a baseline and figure out what's going on with the water around the home.
So what's the issue with this house? Is there water getting in the basement, or is it dispersing pretty well?
It's dispersing pretty well. The customer actually has a complaint about the barn, so we're gonna go down there and take a look at it.
All right, let's go take a look.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here at the customer's barn. What's the issue here?
So yeah, with barns and outbuildings, it's a little bit difficult because there's not a whole lot of like code that goes into building some of these structures.
Right.
So we could take a look over here by this doorway, and kind of what we were talking about at the shop, when you have watershed issues, that's where you start to get some differential settlement. And we have that diagonal or that stair-stepping crack.
Right.
So what that's indicating is that this whole side of the structure has started to settle a little bit faster or a little bit more than the rest of the structure.
Okay.
So we're gonna need to do something with the footings here in order to get some adequate lift and stabilize the place to make sure this isn't gonna go anywhere.
So when you have a block wall like this, we see a lot of these issues, or we go into house, I don't know if it's an issue or not, but I see a lot of cracks like that, or sometimes a horizontal or vertical.
Yeah.
Is that always like a major concern, or can you easily fix it?
We can fix it. I mean, anything can be fixed.
Right.
The second you start seeing cracks in any sort of masonry, it's time to start monitoring it. Make sure it doesn't grow. Make sure we don't have any other impacts.
Okay.
If your doors and your windows are all sticking, then your house is definitely settled a little bit more. That's causing binding in other areas. You just definitely don't want to get it to a point where now it becomes a major investment. There's a lot of things that we can do. That's why we kind of think outside the box on some of the products we use to make it a little bit more cost effective than, hey, let's tear out this whole wall and rebuild it.
Right, so it's best to call you guys, catch it early, and maybe you can avoid a big problem.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The earlier we can get to a problem and solve it, way better for a solution for your wallet, for your peace of mind,
Right.
For the investment that is your house. You know, it's the biggest investment most people are going to make in their lives. Like, you might as well protect it.
Exactly. So is there anything else going on in here we can check out, or is this about it for this?
For the most part, it's this whole side. I think there is another crack on the back side too. We can take a look at that.
All right, let's take a look. All right, so I'm sure you guys have seen some crazy things. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen?
The craziest one in a basement, basically they didn't control that water on the outside, and the wall got so saturated and so much pressure against it that the foundation wall actually blew in.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, there was cinder block. This is one side of the house. Here's the other side, and this side blew in. There was cinder block all the way to the halfway other side, because I mean, there's a tremendous amount of pressure.
Right.
So it just blew in that whole wall.
What happens when the wall falls in? Is the house still standing, or?
The house was still standing. There was definitely some roof issues, framing issues, everything like that. That one, we had to replace basically the entire wall.
Let's go check out the other side of the building.
Let's take a look.
So check out this crack here. This one looks a little bit different than the other one.
Yeah, so you can see that this is kind of a mirror image of the other side of the building. So it's just more indication that basically this half of the barn has just settled and it's pulling away from the actual structure.
So how does the water work with this? It just hits the roof and then it all dumps on the building because there's no gutters?
Yeah, there's no gutters. So basically the water's gonna go to the edge and it's just gonna saturate the ends of the building.
And then you're gonna get cracks like this?
And you're gonna get cracks like this.
Yep.
So that's when we come in, we have to repair it.
All right, perfect. So if somebody, like one of my clients, has water in their basement or cracks in the foundation, how do they get a hold of you? How do they start the process?
They can find us either online at our website. It's luxcando.com. We have our phone numbers up there. We service West Virginia, Virginia, as well as Florida if they're out there.
Okay.
But give us a call. We can set up an appointment and we'll come out and take a look and give you an idea of how we can fix it.
Perfect. And then when you guys do the work, do you warranty the work, or you get the permits for them and everything?
Yeah, we'll pull permits, we'll get engineering done, we'll do everything properly to make sure that house is going to last for quite a long time.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for having us out, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome, thanks.